Mr. Chairman. Thank you for having me. I'm gonna try not to cry. My name is Linda Moore, and I'm from the Richmond area, and I speak in opposition. My 21-year-old son, not believing that pure HC could cause his prior episodes of psychosis, smoked again. Again, he immediately became psychotic. He ran into traffic and got hit by a car on Chippenham Parkway, going 45 to 50 miles an hour. Amazingly, he completely recovered after being on a ventilator in the ICU for a week. Only THC was found in his system. At this point, we desperately, but not successfully, tried to find my son help. All calls became dead ends. None of the rehabs in and around Virginia treated pot addiction as a primary diagnosis. Through my research, I did find myself some amazing support from my now friends in Colorado and other states that legalized marijuana years ago. Here is also where I found many stories, just like my son. Tragically, some ending in suicide. In these states, they have support groups for Marijuana Anonymous and Maranon for people who need support for their loved ones affected by marijuana. Finally, we found my son a rehab that was over 1,000 miles away and was $35,000 our cost. He finished the program, he came home free of psychosis, continued his addiction recovery, and was weaned off all medication. And today he is doing well. So you might ask, why would just pot cause all this havoc? Because marijuana in the 60s, 70s, and 80s had an average of 2 to 6% THC. Today in Colorado, the average marijuana flower has 19% THC. Some concentrates have up to 90% THC. Adolescents and adults well into their 20s whose brains are still developing cannot handle today's marijuana. I ask you to think about the lack of support available here in Virginia and think about the differences between yesterday's marijuana, which is what I think you're legalizing, and the dangers of today's marijuana. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your story.